folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Hey, we're coming to here with another review of an awesome product. In this case, another smartwatch, and we're reviewing it today for you. This is from our good friends at Qualcomm, and this is the Qualcomm Toq Smartwatch. This is another entry into the smartwatch field that is getting more populated with people putting out these great new smartwatches that almost have Dick Tracy-like sort of effects to them. And this is their coolest entry they presented to us here. So you can check this out. You can go to toq.qualcomm.com. That's toq.qualcomm.com, and you can check out the features and aspects and order yourself up one of these Toq smartwatches. I've been fairly impressed with it so far. I really like it, and I have other smartphones that we will be doing comparison videos with this, namely the Martian watches and also the Samsung Galaxy Gear watches. So be sure to watch for those videos on the Chris Voss Show channels. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tune in for all the latest and greatest as we get more of these to compare against the Qualcomm Toq. So, as you can see here, we've got the watch, we've got the box that it comes in, and then there's a box charger, and there's little headsets you can also get that are really cool looking. They're sold separately. This is the charger base that comes with it, and it's also a thing where you can carry the headsets in it if you want. In essence, it acts as a charger, and this fold-up comes up so that you can take the watch itself, place it up against here, and in the base, it will take and charge with the phone and everything else, and of course it will activate itself and turn on when it's plugged in. And over here we have the box that it comes in. You can see it's a beautiful looking box. It's got all the basics that you need to know about it on the outside. On the inside, it's just a simple fold out, and it's got your cables, how to use the smartwatch, your thing to plug in and everything else, some basic instructions, different manuals, things that you'll need to take and read. So very cool that way. Okay, so here you can see the Qualcomm Toq will take in charge in its case and get all charged up for you, and then of course it will usually turn on once you have it put into the case. You can also turn it off from the menu that is on it. Now it's got a specialized screen on it that what it does in essence, it makes it so that it's very easy to see in bright sunlight, etc., etc. The nice thing is too, it's got a very low burn rate on the screen, so the screen can stay on, like unlike other smartwatches that have to turn the screen off, like the Galaxy Gear, the Martian watch. Unlike those watches, this thing can run pretty much all the time with the screen with a very low battery burn, which makes it very efficient. One thing I really like about the Qualcomm Toq is I can always see the date and time and weather or whatever sort of fascia I choose. You can choose between different menu options in the setup to whichever way you want to do it. So that's really cool. You can customize it, of course, etc., etc. Now you've got two different ways that you adjust the Qualcomm Toq. Down here, you will hit the band for menu to come up, and you will tap at the top for the light to come on. I think it's a dual tap, I think. And I don't know if you can tell, but the lights come on there. Let's see if we can switch between the two. You're probably not going to see it in the bright lights that we have recording this, but in essence, you've got a light at the top, you've got your menu at the bottom, and just by tapping on the band, you can get into that menu setting. So we also have the ability to swipe back and forth into different things so that you can take and go into different menus, etc., etc. You've got a comm hub where you can take and control numbers, make calls, you can answer calls, etc., etc. You can all choose between your favorites. You can star some, you can go into your contacts database and all that good stuff, and of course you can flip around. You've got your calendar that's there. Music player is really cool. I like the music player. With the music player, I can control the volume up and down. I can also control the skip back and forward, pause play of songs. What's really nice is it will play for you the name of the artist, of course, in the song across the top here, so you can at least see that. Now, what's cool, we'll show you in the setup, you can actually adjust which program it uses to play music through the Qualcomm Toq through your Android. I should point out this time that we got this, it only works on Android devices. There's a forthcoming iOS iPhone version that they don't have quite out yet. So if you do go for the Qualcomm Toq, be prepared right now as of this video, it's only available on the Android product. So there you have that. And you can see here, it's got a few select menus that you can take and do. There's not a lot of apps or an app store they've set up for it. The app store actually works off of the Play Store. There are several apps you can get off the Play Store that integrate with the phone, et cetera, but they don't have an app store per se as you've seen on maybe one of the other competitors are out there. They have some of the simple ones like stocks. They have you saw the music, weather, calendar. I think there's another radio one that you can take and add. You can see the status of your phone. What's also nice is if you can't find your phone, you can use this to call the phone and beep it and everything else. You've got your menu status or status of updates and all that good stuff that come up. Now, I do like the Qualcomm Toq because it gives me more information on the status updates than the Galaxy Gear and the Martian watches. I can see what the person wrote, whereas in the Galaxy Gear just tells me, hey, go look on your big screen for the Facebook thing. So I do like how it gives you a lot more to work with. Other than that, there's not too much more that this thing does. There's no speaker, there's no microphone, there's no camera, there's no video that you might find on the Galaxy Gear, but I like how comfortable and simple it is. It's very intuitive in its setup. In settings, you can of course go with everything for Bluetooth, airplane mode, software updates, restart, factory reset, power off that you can take and adjust with these. So you're pretty much looking at some very basic things, but when you do get your notifications in, they will tell you, what people said, what they did, what other sort of notifications you may have. Not a whole lot that goes on here yet. I think what's going to happen is the App Store develops. They have a developer site that's up where developers can make software for the Qualcomm Toq. They're going to come out with more apps, of course, as time goes by. And of course, you can change these within the phone and everything else, which we'll show you here in a second. The band is customizable. You can take and cut this down larger or smaller, depending upon how comfortable you feel. They have a pretty intelligent system for being able to run little rails through here, lock them into the handle, and away you go. It's got a great clasping system. You can see here some of the plastic shipping stuff that we have still with it, so we'll pull that off. In the locking system on it, it's pretty simple and easy. Folds over much like this. It gives you a really beautiful look and feel to the product. I'm really impressed with it. It's very comfortable. It's a nice rubberized feel. I actually wore it overnight, and I don't wear a watch normally, and it didn't give me any problems with keeping it on or wearing down on my wrist, especially since I don't normally wear a watch. So I was pretty impressed with it. I like the low light features. I like that I can look at it and know the time, whereas opposed to some of the other smartwatches that are out there, I can't do that. I have to push a button to activate it and everything else. I'm still getting used to, you can tell, the different way of getting into the menu of tapping the band. So it's very cool. It's great. You can answer phones. You can reject phones. You can even respond to small text messages with like a yes or no or a quick messages that you want to take and say stuff to. You can take and do that. So like you can see here missed calls and everything else. So I like those features of it, and they work really well. Okay, so let's take the software app that pretty much makes it so you can set up the device. Now, of course, it's Bluetooth connected to the Qualcomm Toq, and you can see here that we are connected, in fact. Now, there's several customizations you can take and do. You can adjust the clock style appearance. These are really cool. As you can see, you got several different choices depending upon what your personality is. I kind of like them. It's kind of cool. You can change them around. I like the bright colors of them too. The one thing you have with the Galaxy Gear is it's not as bright, it's not as fun as some of the things they put. It's very simple. I kind of like some of the different changes here you can make in the look and feel of the menu. In fact, let's go ahead and do that now, and I don't know if that'll automatically update for us. I'm not even sure if we're connected, so we may have gone out of range with this. So there we are, and let's see, there we go. So it's showing us the new menu already. So you can change this to where it looks a whole lot cooler and everything else. We changed the icon standards. Favorite applets, you can choose favorite applets that you want to have right away. Your calm, your weather, your calendar, status, music, stocks. And of course, I'm sure there will be more to come as they develop this product. You can manage notifications. This is really cool, and this is probably why it came to Android first, is because the Android, you can customize different apps that you want to have sending notifications to the phone. So you don't have the phone just jamming you complete with the notifications. So you can choose what notifications you want to have sent to the phone, and of course they'll go to the phone. And like I said, one of the things I really like about the Qualcomm Toq is it actually shows me what the notification is. One of the problems I have with the Galaxy Gear is even if I do get a notification, sometimes with the FB, I think it's Quick View, they have the FB Quick View, and it will show you like quick views of the notification. The problem is it shows your post first, and in the space provided, you can't even read the comment, which is really annoying. Communications, you have quick replies you can take in form here if you just want to be able to quick reply to people. You're not able to text through the Qualcomm Toq at this time. They'll probably develop maybe some apps for that in the future, I would imagine. Music player, you can select your default music player. In this case, I'm using the Android's Google Play Music. That's really nice. I like how you can customize that. Weather, you can change your area for weather conditions. Stocks, you can add stocks if you want to follow them. And you have your My Calendar. You can actually choose what calendars you want to take and utilize in the calendar. So very cool that way. There's some advanced settings where you can change your vibration, privacy mode, clock, timeout, light duration, light tap speed, call history, text message history. You can adjust all that. They are part of AllJoyn, I guess is how you pronounce that, AllJoyn. It's part of the Internet of Things near you, sort of. I think this is sensor-based technology, but they're part of that alliance if you go read their website. So anyway, I guess they're going to be included in that, and as that technology, your apps come forth, you'll be able to take advantage of them. So very cool there with the Samsung, or I should say, the Qualcomm Toq, and being able to adjust on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 actually that we're using this on, and the Android product. So I really like how you can customize it, change it, make adjustments to it, and it's very comfortable. I actually found that I was wearing this more than I was wearing the Samsung Galaxy Gear because I could see the time. It was really nice, and I could see the notifications, which I really like, because the notifications and being able to see what they were made me decide if I even need to bother to pick up my phone. What's really nice is it's got the low burn rate with the screen. You can see the screen at any time when you really want to see the time without having to push a button to go. And I really liked it from that format. I wish it had a microphone that you could talk into, and maybe a speaker, and maybe a camera, and maybe a video thing. But since this is the newest versions that are coming out, we're not quite to the Dick Tracy watches where the watches act on their own, separate from having to have a phone to support them. Well, we're getting there one step at a time. So anyway, I love the product. 2 thumbs up. It's a great product from Qualcomm, and I'm excited to see the future forthcoming apps that will be coming out that support this and make it even more cooler. So go to our good friends at Qualcomm. You can go to toq.qualcomm.com. That's toq.qualcomm.com. I think it's a great watch with definitely a prospective future. One of the things I should add too is I like the fact that there's not a separate app store. With the Galaxy Gear, there's a separate app store, which is a bit of a pain in the butt because you have an app store with an app store on your phone, and it gets a little confusing as to which way you're going up. You have to make sure you download an app to the phone watch. You have to make sure you download an app to the phone. I really like how the Qualcomm Toq basically just download the app to your phone, and it works with this. So I like that feature. Definitely makes a cool difference in the comparison. Watch for the comparison reviews we'll do, where we'll do side-by-side on these watches with other watches available in the marketplace. And be sure to give us a like, subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out our good friends at Qualcomm. Thanks for coming by the Chris Voss Show.com. Be sure to check back in often.